So everyone, you might be wondering to yourself, how am I gonna get all this gold that I'm gonna need for all these items? I might want dark matter, maybe I want to decompose some gold into dark matter, get all that dark matter as well. So how am I gonna get all that gold? Well, first off, we need to find an enemy that actually allows us to get gold. And the best way that I found that is this enemy right here, the Bloodstained, which has a 4% drop rate on an item called Ayamur. How exactly we're gonna make gold out of Ayamur? Well, that comes later. But first off, how do we even find this guy and how do we farm this guy for Ayamur? So this guy is spawning in the underwater areas down here in the south. If you haven't been to these southern areas yet and you don't know how to swim yet, you can't quite do this yet. But if you know how to swim already in this game, which requires a certain shard, so if you have a shard to swim already or do some underwater stuff, you can come to this area down here in the Forbidden Underground waterway, and you're gonna go to this right side down here. To where the entrance is to the next screen, and you're gonna walk out and back in, and there he spawns right there. Give him 1 or 2 whacks and he just dies, and he drops items. So now the next step is we want to get as much item drop as possible. Now I don't know exactly how much luck actually contributes to item drop because this game is still new. I don't actually know exactly the formulas for luck, item drop chance and all that stuff. I opted for amphibian speed, which is the shot that this enemy actually drops, which makes you move faster underwater, which is actually really cool that while you farm this guy, you're gonna get faster at farming the guy, which is pretty cool. You could also opt for something like pickpocket, which makes you steal items, so maybe you get lucky and steal the Ayamur. That's pretty cool. In general though, just increase your luck. Just go through your inventory. One item though that you should use if you have it, the Plunderer ring. Don't ask me where to find this, I already forgot it. But if you got the Plunderer ring, use it. Apart from that, just stack luck. Just stack all the luck you can find. Get a good weapon that just kills the stuff really fast, and then you're just gonna go in here and you're gonna farm this guy. Okay, Motorhorse Hoof. Another interesting thing you might have already caught me doing is, as soon as you get the loading screen, or rather the black screen, as soon as the black screen happens, which like tries to load the next area in, you can already press left control stick and load back into the area without actually the next area ever loading. So you're basically just reloading the area without actually leaving the area correctly, which is really cool. So with all of this in mind, the drop rate isn't actually that bad. When I came in here today and did this for like the first minute or something, I got like 2 Ayamurs in I got 2 Ayamurs in like the first 3 kills. So it's actually not that bad. So just to show it off that he does indeed drop that, and I just got unlucky on camera, because of course I get unlucky on camera, but I have gotten a few of these Ayamurs, which is this thing right here. A club once used to slay a wicked sea god, effective underwater. Now the reason why I want to have this thing, it's not just a great weapon. Like if you just got to this area in the game, you might want to farm it just because it's a really cool weapon. But more importantly, this item has a really cool property to it. So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna go to see our lovely alchemist friend. He's gonna be like, host, good to see you. And you're gonna get some Alkahest. You can buy Alkahest from the vendor for like 800 per Alkahest, which is quite steep, but yeah, there's ways of making gold that I'm not gonna go over right now. You're gonna be able to make enough to at least get like 1 or 2 of these. So you're gonna go and you're gonna go down to the Ayamur, and you can see that this thing gets disassembled into mahogany, very important, and more importantly, the gold. So you're gonna go in here. I bought some Alkahest, you just go and dismantle that. And there you go, you get 2 gold. Now the cool part you can do with the gold, like this is how you farm gold by the way, but if you want to still stay around, here's some cool stuff you can do with the gold as well. Now that you have the gold, what you could do if you want to have more gold, this is the advanced stuff, is you dismantle this into the dark matter. I'm gonna buy more alchemist by the way. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna dismantle this into the dark matter and the other materials that you need for this, and basically the idea behind this is that you can purchase items that you have crafted. So you might think to yourself, but what if I craft a like if I take a gold, dismantle the gold, and then craft it again? Does she stock it then? Does she end up actually stocking it then? And the answer, as you are gonna find, just find some stuff.
What are you looking to buy?
The answer is yes. She does actually end up stocking the gold. Thank you. So we're gonna take all the alchemist that we're gonna need. Take it to the guy.
So, what'll it be?
Dismantle the gold, which we've already done, and then we can craft. Dismantle the gold. There we go. Dismantle the gold for 15 alchemist. craft the gold.
I'll go with this.
Craft it back. I'm wondering, we just dismantled it and then we crafted it again. That's really weird. But yes, we're gonna go back to the shop now. Couldn't buy it before. And now,
What are you looking to buy?
she says, oh, I have something new for you. Do you now? You have gold for 15,000? Now, if you have ways of farming money in this game, if you have ways of farming gold, you can buy gold for 15,000 gold. And so you can either decide to farm the Ayamur and then buy different amounts of Alcast. Like it takes like 10 Alcast or something, that's like 8,000 gold to dismantle an Ayamur. So you could farm Ayamurs and dismantle them for 8,000 gold, and you get a bit of mahogany as well for that. Or you can just, after you've gotten a gold, dismantle the gold, then craft it again, and then buy the gold from the vendor for 15,000. And if you want to make some money very quickly, there's a recipe, I think, that also requires gold to craft. I'm going to show you the recipe as well. I'm not quite sure where you get this recipe, but you might, if you're really far into the game, you might want to take a look at this guy's menu and see if you can craft this specific shard. Because there's a shard called Augment Gold. Causes higher value money items to appear more often. If you've got this thing equipped and you just hit chandeliers, chandeliers are going to drop like 100 to 500 gold per chandelier, which is absolutely absurd. So you can just equip this thing, go to a room that has a lot of chandeliers and just keep farming chandeliers for a lot of money, and then you can buy gold. That's basically what you do. So you see, we start with the Ayamur, we do a whole bunch of going back and forth, and suddenly we're swimming in gold, not just the money, but also the gold item. And then we can, if you've got a bunch of gold, you can also, of course, then buy Alcahest with your money and then dismantle the gold again, so you get a ton of dark matter. Then you can eat the dark matter. You can feel really bad about yourself because dark matter doesn't taste very nice, but you can do that as well. So yeah, that's basically how you can get the economy going. It all started with a swimming horse underwater. So that was that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time.